Estamos ready, estamos ready. Estamos ready, papi. ¿Qué es la que hay? Mi gente, ¿cómo le está yendo con ese priming? ¿Lo intentaron o qué? Me fui en una, yo con el... Pero me gustó como que haberlo retomado, me gustó hablarlo, haber retomado. Mañana lo voy a meter durísimo. Mañana lo voy a meter en la madre. Hoy estuve analizando varias opciones por las cuales aumentar la cantidad de servicios que tenemos en Tronav y una de las opciones que encontré a través de ChatGPT creo que fue Belkins, que son esta gente aquí. Y nada, estaba tratando de establecer una reunión con ella y cada vez que ponía una región me decía que en ese momento no están trabajando por la región. Y dije, estos cabrones no es por región, sino que lo que lo que me están rechazando la reunión porque antes de la región me preguntan cuántos empleados tienen y yo pongo de 1 a 50. Nosotros somos como 17. Y, y me la estaba rechazando por eso, porque ellos realmente parece que trabajan con empresas mucho más grandes. Pero de verdad, de todas las opciones que vi, esta gente como que lucen como que súper profesional. Y la historia de ellos, por lo que pude entender, es que ellos, o sea, tú les dices el tipo de cliente que tú quieres, las características de tu negocio, toda la vaina. Pero entonces ellos hacen una investigación por LinkedIn, por Google, por llamadas, cold calls, por email marketing, por toda la vaina. Y entonces su misión es dar con el contacto adecuado y coordinar como una reunión contigo. Eso fue lo que yo entendí, al menos. De su website, de sus videos. me- 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 entonces me escribí un par de emails con ellos y al final logré una reunión. Me dijeron, tienen unos precios exorbitantes, cariñosísimos. Sus precios están entre el de los $650 a $1,200 por lograr un cliente que acepte una reunión. Está alto, pero si de verdad logran al tipo, o sea, si a mí de verdad me ponen adelante un technical superintendent, un superintendente técnico de un barco que navega en las áreas que nosotros manejamos, yo lo convenzo que por lo menos me contrate un servicio. Con un servicio nosotros sacamos eso. O sea, esa fue como que la mentalidad, ¿no? Supón tú que yo pague $6,500 al mes y con esos 6,500 me logren 10 tipos que de verdad tengan lo que yo tengo que pensar bien es que si ellos me van a lograr de verdad, porque no es un superintendente cualquiera, es un superintendente que tenga uno de sus barcos navegando preferiblemente en puertos donde tengamos presencia local. Pero también si el barco, por ejemplo, si el barco solamente se maneja en puertos donde no hay presencia de ninguna otra empresa, pero está en el Caribe, pues entonces cuando necesiten servicio nosotros somos los tipos. Y nada, me gustó y qué sé yo, vamos a ver. Y entonces el único slot de reunión que tenían era a las 5:30, a la hora que yo empiezo mi stream. Y yo dije, pues mira, pues vamos a ver qué pasa, vamos a ver si yo puedo streamear la reunión. Entonces no sé si esto va a funcionar, si no va a funcionar, porque esta es la primera vez que hago esto. Yo los tengo aquí puestos a ellos en queue, en, en la reunión, tú sabes. Y ahora yo, en un par de minutos, le voy a ask to join. Yo no sé si esto funciona, si me den un feedback raro, yo no sé. Pero si acaso, señores, ya saben, si tengo que tumbar la transmisión, problemas técnicos. Porque no me dio tiempo como que a probar esto de verdad, tú sabes. Porque puse la cámara como que a compartir la cámara por software, etcétera, etcétera. Entonces yo no sé si esta vaina funcionará. Pero mientras tanto, streamearemos la reunión y veremos qué pasa. Y después cuando termine la reunión, pues nos curaremos. O nos quedaremos pensando, o nos pondremos reflexivos, qué sé yo. Vamos a ver qué pasa en la reunión en inglés, por supuesto. Si alguien no sabe inglés, pues que espere los subtítulos. Porque YouTube ahora pone subtítulos automáticos. Así que espere los subtítulos y rulay. Pero una reunión interesante con una empresa de verdad que se ve que es seria, se ve que tiene clientela, se ve que tiene resultados, se ve que da resultados. Y quizás es la reunión que nosotros necesitamos. Quizás son los tipos que necesitamos para despegar. Ya son las 5:30, entonces hay que pedir ask to join. Entonces ahora está esperando a que el host lo acepte. Espero que funcione.
Ah, yo pensaba que era el meeting de...
¿Sí ven?
Ah,
Puedes venir. Pero yo la voy a streamear la reunión.
sí.
Sí,
Oh, shit.
Rulay. Este es
Wow.
John, roommate y service manager. Ron, John, pero ahí no te ves. ¿Cómo hacemos para que te veas?
Ponemos más chiquito.
Te ponemos aquí.
Ahí
Ahí
está
está
bien.
bien.
Yeah.
Lo dijimos la vez. Ahí está
Me
bien.
echo para atrás.
No, no, tú está bien. Ahí, mira ahí, qué bien.
Sí, que tengo un greño.
Anda Rulay. Entonces vamos a ver si esto funciona.
Vamos a ver. Yeah.
Oremos.
Estoy aquí modificando la foto que mandaste.
Ey, quedó dura la foto.
Está durísimo.
Enséñasela ahí a la gente. Porque estamos en vivo.
Ahí agregué un Xbox porque no soy fan de Play.
Pero no se va a ver. Ajá,
Sí,
porque tú
ahí.
vas a estar ahí como en el medio.
Exacto.
Hey.
Entonces tenía un Nintendo Switch. Tengo uno, pero prefiero un Steam Deck que lo tengo en la mano. Y ahí tengo una tablet con palomita que está
Pero no,
Playing Anime.
pero no la lograste como en buena resolución, ¿no?
Tengo que decirle para que lo ponga mejor.
Oh, yeah.
La tuya quedó nítido.
Sí, porque fíjate lo que yo hago. Yo abro la
Hey,
pantalla.
Deb.
Hello,
Hey, how are you?
great.
Hey,
I'm glad that we're able to have everybody on. Wait, which one is Jappy? And who's John?
I'm John.
John,
Yeah,
and you're Jappy. Okay,
yeah.
nice to meet you.
Happy
Likewise.
or happy, either way.
Okay. Is there anybody else we're expecting, or just the three of us today?
I think
I
it's
think,
the three of us.
yeah.
Not sure if
Okay,
someone else is coming.
okay. You have a really nice background over there. Where are you
Right?
calling from?
From
That's a nice view.
Aventura, Florida.
Where?
Aventura, Florida.
Florida. Wow, that's really cool. I'm up in Toronto, Canada.
Oh,
Oh,
So my
nice.
view is very snowy and
Yeah.
you are beyond the wall.
very, very much beyond the wall. So I'm kind of jealous of you over there. But I'm glad that we're able to connect today. My name is Buki, by the way. I'm one of the directors here at Belkins, so I'll be the one to walk through the whole process here. I see somebody else joined.
Oh yeah. So
Probably
Jose,
Jose. Yeah.
Jose, how are you?
Afternoon.
Good. Good, good. It's nice to meet you. You didn't miss much. We were just exchanging pleasantries. But yeah, I took some time to look at Tronav just to get, spun up with everything. So I have an idea of what you guys do. You're in a very niche space.
Yeah.
yes,
It looks like you wanted to chat about possibly getting like a higher lead pipeline to help scale the business, right?
Exactly.
yes,
Okay. Really, the first part of this call is pretty basic. It's more for us to understand, what you're doing now to generate new business, what the quality's been like and the results it's getting you compared to what the end goal is, just so we know what the gap looks like, and then we can see how we can then help you from there.
sure.
I-
Um, so so
Yeah.
so basically, we have never have like a sales team. Uh,
Okay.
I mean, all our clients are referrals from other clients, and we represent manufacturers in the industry, and they give us jobs. That's pretty much. Once I started doing cold calling during after COVID, and I got good results. But the operation part of the business, we were not as organized as we are now, that we have like a management team and representative and all that.
Mhm.
And basically, we have more capacity than the service we are the requests that we are receiving. For example, in last December was a very different month, and we receive and generate 7 times what we usually do. So that gave us like a very sense of our actual capacity. and that
Okay.
what we really need to to be in the very next level is to have a sales team. and
Yeah.
and we are new to this. We don't know what's the best approach. We don't know if we need to hire like a company like yours, or if we need to do it ourselves first, or if we need to hire a person. But we are really exploring possibilities, and we really want to do it.
Yeah. I'm glad that we're in your decision making process as far as finding the right partner. I know with the first time doing this, it can be a lot of new information, like maybe you're hearing some similarities, maybe you're hearing some differences. So my job here, I just want to make sure that we really understand like your current needs and you also understand how we can help you get there because we're coming into your team as an extension of your sales and marketing team. So we become the arms and legs of everything and really handling everything top of funnel from lead research all the way up to a booked meeting or request on the calendar. So that way you guys can really focus on, more client calls and then, closing on your deals.
Okay.
So even a lot of your business came from referrals. Did you guys try any sort of marketing in the past or just straight referrals from the start?
I mean, very basic marketing, like for example, brochures on ships,
Okay.
through the agencies, and that
Yeah.
that definitely work. But
Yeah.
the thing is that ships are kind of crazy because they have like a captain on board, but sometimes the
Mhm.
captain is not the decision maker. The decision
Yeah.
maker is a technical superintendent that is 10 hours away in Europe or in India or in Greece or whatever. And the the very best chance to get a business is to have a great relationship with a technical superintendent who is the person responsible of that ship. So that's the challenge, to get to those people.
Mhm. Yeah. And- Yeah, because with your space, right? A lot of those individuals, they a lot of them, like, have you noticed which channels are really active and like, are they very phone responsive, or do you interact with them with in-person events? Like, how do you guys normally talk to your clients or prospects in the past?
We are an email industry.
Oh,
We exchange hundreds of emails every day. So our main way of communicating with them is by email,
okay.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Now, with every client we work with, everybody has different goals in mind. Some want to scale conservatively. Maybe they have a, lean team and they can only handle a certain amount of new business at a time. And some have very ambitious goals and they want to like 10x their business in the next few years. So where do you guys lie in that spectrum there?
We
And
want
how does it to, yeah, the bigger vision for 2026 and beyond?
we want more Decembers.
What more December? December was a really interesting time for you guys.
It was crazy.
Oh
I
gosh,
I
is it
was
normally like
I
that every year?
No, not really.
no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just but
Okay.
sometimes, sometimes I don't know. It got crazy. I didn't stop
Yeah.
for like 10 straight days, because we are based in Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and here in Florida, but we
Mm.
also cover all the Caribbean area because there is a bunch of islands that they don't have any company like ours there. So
Yeah,
we,
yeah.
we service those islands and some countries in Central America like Guatemala, um, those kind of countries
Colombia.
there.
Colombia,
I
yeah.
wish.
Yeah.
So yeah, some our goal, we have a lot of time our engineers are at home without doing anything. Uh,
Oh,
so we want services. That's what we want.
yeah.
Basically, uh, uh, the short time frame is basically trying to capitalize on that idle time that we currently have, trying to
Yeah.
get the demand up to the possibilities that we have currently,
Mhm.
That would be the short-term goal that we have, being able to exploit that which we already have in our hands. And then, like you said, in the next 5 years or so, yes, we aim to like times 10 our size and capabilities and whatnot. But right now, the sense of urgency, let's say, is that December opened our eyes up to just how much idle time we have and how much we are underusing the capabilities that we have, the resources that we have, the time in our
Yeah,
hands that we can employ our engineers to provide more revenue, more services to the company.
yeah. That idle time you guys are referring to, has that had an impact on you or the engineering team as well?
Not negatively or positively. It's just uh, uh, we're used to to the
Ups
to
and
the pain,
downs. Yeah.
let's say, that we
Yeah.
have with the company, that we have plenty of work that comes in, but it's a fraction of what now we know for a fact. We always knew like, oh, if more work came in, we could handle it and that would be nice.
Yeah.
But December was like, no, no, we can do like 5 times the amount of work that we normally do in a given month easily.
Mhm.
And it would be an okay month with everyone just working well, not
Mm.
not like burdening it, or anyone going
Burning
to
out.
burn out
Yeah.
or anything like that. Just
Yeah.
we have the capability. We just got used to the rhythm that we normally have, and we want to up that tempo a little bit.
Yeah.
Significant, not a little
It seems like a big team that you guys have, and you service different regions. So I can only imagine how much idle time you guys are having right now. Um, Aside from that, just to understand the rationale behind why you guys might be looking, besides wanting to make more sales, because that's what everybody wants at the end of the day. I guess, what was the main reason looking for outside help rather than hiring maybe somebody like internally, like an SDR, and then doing the outreach in-house?
So the technical superintendents are very elusive people. They are very hard to get to them. They are very busy, and they have, they have walls, the secretaries and all that. Sometimes they are not at the office, they're on the field. So I think we need professional help, like people with really good experience, expertise, and not improvising, like reaching out to them, and get that meeting. Once we get that meeting and we can talk to them, I mean, I'm pretty confident because we have a unique thing is that we are based in very strategic location that no one else has.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah. With the email that you sent, Dina, I saw Jamaica, DR, you also mentioned Colombia. So like locations where there's a lot of water activity and shifts as well. So that's great to hear. And do you also target other parts of the US besides Florida?
We had an office in New Orleans for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but things got
A little bit more complicated,
yeah,
so we
our
had to close
engineer
it down.
there retired, the other one switched, moved away. So we kind of closed it down, but we were doing great in New Orleans. We were doing so great that we still want to go back there, but we want to take advantage of our current locations because
Yeah.
there are plenty of ships around. Florida, plenty of ships. Jamaica, Dominican Republic, we have a lot going on there, and we want to really take advantage.
Okay. Because of you have such a unique offering and also your target audience, one of the first things we need to do is to validate that first. So we have a pretty big research team here on staff. So just understanding the different types of companies you're trying to target, the sizes of these businesses, the decision makers we should target, and any other criteria that you have, then we'll leverage our data sources and tools and then we'll literally build you contacts and companies that align with that specific profile.
Mhm.
And this is something that we can do for you complimentary as part of next steps. So that way you guys understand what your addressable market is within these water regions, what the scope of work would be like with us, and also you know the number of meetings to expect as well. Now, after reviewing all that, let's say if it is something that you guys want to partner with us with, then onboarding is usually around 2 to 3 weeks. And this is where we take a deeper dive into Tronav, your value proposition, the work that you guys have done, any marketing material, collateral, case studies that you have. And we're going to use this to start building out the campaigns around that.
Understood.
Now, one thing I did wanted to clarify with you guys, you said that a lot of your audience, they react primarily through email. So are you looking for partners who come in to just do email outreach, or are you open to different marketing initiatives as well?
Yeah, anything that works because
As long as it works,
As long as it works, yeah.
because one of the things that Happy has hit the nail in the head in other things that we have at hand is that we recognize that the ecosystem, the industry is exceedingly old in terms of antiquated, in terms of the way that it communicates and it performs and it works. It does business. And that's why we do a lot of emails, because that's how everyone in the industry does it. But we're actually looking actively for other ways to actually use technology to reach all parts of our client base and other people in the industry, precisely because we see opportunity there. It is
Yeah.
exceedingly antiquated, and thus there's a lot of room of using new technologies and technologies that just phones normally would save you 5, 10 emails easily with one phone call or texting, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we are open to all of that as long as it works, but it has to be something that we already understand and that you will learn that there will be quite a bit of resistance in the beginning, and then it might okay, and it
Yeah.
just goes that they become very aware of the benefits of it and they go along. But the initial
Yeah.
phase is always a resistance from them.
For sure, and that's with any sort of outbound campaign. You have to
Yeah,
warm up your
exactly.
audience first before like you go in for a meeting, just because like if they haven't heard from you before, they don't know what your company is about. They really need that education. You want to feel like we're adding value instead of trying to sell them something. So the beginning stages when we're doing the outreach is definitely more so on awareness building. I see you had your hand
yes,
raised.
yes,
Yeah.
because I wanted to point out that when I said email, it was because it's the way we most communicate with them. But
Okay.
they are definitely reachable by phone. They are
Okay.
definitely reachable by LinkedIn. So
Yeah.
there
Oh,
are
perfect.
there are other ways that they can be reached out. One of the things about technical superintendent, they all have a very good LinkedIn profile.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a very good way to get them.
Yeah. And that was one of the things we confirmed when we were doing that research I mentioned is we want to see, okay, who are the decision makers and where are they most active in? And that will help us tailor the strategy. So once we understand your value proposition and the decision makers, we're going to create messaging that's going to land well with them across email outreach, LinkedIn outreach, calling, all integrating with each other. So we do have our standard best practices, and we've not in the exact same industry, but we've worked in adjacent industries such as yours. So with the types of people you're trying to target, since they're a little bit more technical, and I'm assuming some of them are like more field service guys, or who's part of the prospecting decision making that you target?
It's mostly the superintendents
Yeah.
because they have
Okay.
fleets of
On
vessels.
calling. Yeah. Yeah, we need to go heavy on calling then, because yeah, the phone call is the best way to reach superintendents.
Yeah.
Anybody in superintendent, maintenance guys, field service guys, things like that. So yeah, we have our standard best practices, as I mentioned, but we still wanted to mesh with your messaging so it looks and feels like it's coming from your company. So that's something we're going to work with you on. But once you approve of the messaging, then we're going to actually outreach them. So our sales development team, they'll take that list and messaging that's been built. We're going to personalize every single one of those, and then we'll send it to each of your prospects on a one-to-one basis on behalf of your company.
Okay.
Now, generally outreach, we can start off with an email, for example. After a couple follow-ups, if we haven't heard anything, then we can reach out to them on LinkedIn, for example. If we're doing LinkedIn outreach, it's always best if we leverage profiles from your end. So people representing the face of the business. Because we'll have a targeted list of individuals we want to focus on, and then we'll write personalized messages addressing their pain points. The calling is integrated with the email in LinkedIn. So what that means is when we start reaching out to people, we're going to track the level of engagement they're having with us. So the ones that are opening the emails, they're clicking through things. Maybe they visited your website, or they downloaded some material, or they accepted a LinkedIn connection request, but they just haven't actually responded to us yet. So that's who we want to focus for a phone call to then book for a meeting. And Jose, to your point, we have a full tech stack here that we use, different tools that's human led, that we leverage so we can see who's been visiting your website by connecting it to our AI tool to your website tracking. We use HubSpot as our CRM. Do you guys have a CRM in place?
No.
No.
Okay. We can talk about that later. We can give you the raw data, or if you're open, as we scale, it will definitely be the next step to have some type of CRM system in place. So that way, you can keep track of all your contacts, everybody we're reaching out to, so that data has somewhere to live. But the whole point of this, you guys, when we're doing an omni-channel approach, email, LinkedIn, calling, it's really going to help lay the right foundation for those client relationships for you. Also, it's going to help increase the brand awareness and the network expansion. We can do multiple touch points in the campaigns, and then that's going to help increase conversions by usually like an extra 15 to 30% more meetings, because now we have multiple ways to get a hold of someone. So what that means for you guys is you don't have to just rely on the referrals coming in, because I know referrals sometimes it can be up and down. Some months you'll have high months and some months it can be low. There's no way of controlling that. And now you have a more systematic way of expanding and reaching out to your audience. And you and your team, you can focus on those client calls and then closing on new business and scaling better. So that's sort of a bird's eye overview of how we can help you here at Belkins.
Got it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What do you feel about everything so far?
Yeah, I'm excited.
With information.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay.
For example, one thing that is very important for us is that because there is no, for example, big management company, they have a bunch of ships under their management. So they have several superintendents, and each superintendent has some ships, like three, four, one, I don't know. So we want to our goal is to get in touch with the technical superintendent that his ship is in the areas we service, because they
Yeah.
have a company with 300 ships. They have ships all over the world, and we are not doing anything talking with the superintendent with the ships in China
Right.
or whatever.
Europe. Yeah.
Not unless they fly you out there or
So
something.
that's one challenge, I guess.
Yeah. 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 So that
We would be happy to fly. It's going to be expensive and they employ local teams. So
Yeah.
yeah.
just been trying that. Normally, it's just you're going to swing and miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I would say, yeah, we can confirm that when we're talking to the prospect.
Mhm.
So we can confirm, hey, where are your ships normally located? What hub? So if you can send us a list of where you guys
Yeah.
work at, so we
Yeah.
can cross-reference it, and then that can be criteria before booking a meeting on the calendar.
Beautiful. Yeah, because we can make a list of our locations, but also
Yes.
the locations around we serve that
Yeah.
that there are no other companies like ours. So they mandatory if they need service there, they need to to call for an out of base service.
Mm,
Yeah, normally the small islands, there's, Guadalupe, things like
Yeah.
that.
Uh,
It's not the us.
and we love those kind of services because
yeah.
we can charge very good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And so I think just preparing that list so that way we can cross-reference it and then confirming with the prospect first before booking it on the calendar will be key here.
Yeah.
All right.
Any other questions you have?
Not on my end.
Okay.
Pricing,
Review with you
pricing,
guys. Right.
pricing.
Yeah, I'm gonna share it right now. Because pricing is based on volume. If we're reaching out to, let me open it. If we're reaching out to more leads on our end, you'll need a bigger team from us to help nurture those. We'll have to leverage more tools and resources, but then in return, it's going to be more meetings for you guys and a greater ROI.
Of course.
So that is why it's always important to know how conservative or aggressive a company wants to scale, and then we can determine what will be the best fit. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. So we have three different plans, the growth plan, the growth plus, and the enterprise. The main difference is the number of leads we're reaching out to per month. And then that correlates the average number of meetings to expect overall.
Okay.
Now, this is across all industries. That's why we need to segment it for your specific industry, because I actually think it's going to be a little bit more than what you're seeing on here as far as like meetings go. So it's a good thing. So you'll get a team of 6 people from us, an account manager, an SDR, a copywriter, a research specialist, an email deliverability specialist, and a caller. So it's a whole full team of experts coming in to really help you build this out. We'll do the lead qualification for you. We'll get them booked on your calendar. We're going to do all the A/B testing, all the iterations of the campaigns to make sure it's performing well. And then, we'll have weekly reports and weekly calls with you. So you're going to get ongoing support from us. And if you have a lead that no shows and needs to be rescheduled, let us know and we'll get that rebooked so you don't have to worry about that.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So this takes care of all the email, LinkedIn, calling, everything is all included. What do you feel about this? Does it kind of fall in line with what you guys expected?
Yeah, from what I see on the videos and all that, it's what I understood that you guys
Okay.
that you guys were doing.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So the actual price will depend on when you do the research, I guess.
No, so for example, the growth plan, it's 7,995 a month.
Oh, that
And then
doesn't change. That doesn't change.
then it doesn't change. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
flat fee.
Got
What
it.
I wanted to determine was the number of meetings to expect. That's what we're going to help you map out as we do the research for you. And we do this part complimentary as part of next steps, which we can review with you next week, assuming if we get back the form from you guys today or tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Love to see it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what I can do is I can send over all this information to you guys. Let me double check if I only have Jappy's email. I don't have everybody else's.
You
Do you
you
want to drop
you can use RTBB like
Romeo
Romeo
Tango.
Tango Bravo Bravo RTBB at tronav.com. And we all get it.
TTB? RTTB?
RTBB Romeo Tango Bravo Bravo. There you go.
Oh, he sent it there.
This is it, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. You put it up. Perfect.
Just
Yes.
write to that one and we will all get it.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I will send this over to you. At the bottom of the email is gonna have the link to the ideal customer profile form. That should take like 7 minutes for you guys to fill out. But once we get it, we'll need at least 2 business days to complete it. And hopefully we can review it. What's your schedule like next week? Do you want to set something in the calendar?
We're free for this.
Okay. So what time next week are you good to review?
Next
Uh,
next week, Monday. What
okay.
Yeah, because she's gonna need let's say 2 business days to review the information. So if we send it tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, right?
I don't even,
Yeah,
I don't,
Yeah.
Wednesday.
I don't even know what day is today. Okay, got it. Okay,
There's
now I get it. Okay, Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. Anytime. The time will fit you.
Okay, let's set something in the calendar. So, what time on Wednesday works for you? Do you want to do
Anytime.
2 p.m. Eastern? Does that work for both of you?
Sure.
Okay. So I'll send over a meeting to the RTTB email and also Jackie's email. Because I have that.
You can just do the RTBB.
Yeah,
Since
I will receive.
Please.
I will receive.
You will receive it.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I'll send that over to you. I'll be looking forward to the ICP from you guys. And then yeah, we can go from there. We can review everything next week. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sounds good.
Okay, sounds good. It was really nice talking to you guys.
likewise.
Same. Nice to
Pleasure
meet
to
you.
make your acquaintance.
Sure, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Pelotas.
¿Qué haces, Hochi, aquí? Hochi, nos dejaron sola!
Loco, está carito eso.
Ay, ¿qué tú te pensabas?
Yo sabía que iba a sacar, pero $8,000 mensuales.
Ujú.
Sí,
Like, wow, fuck.
sí, con como casi como 10 leads, como 10 reuniones con Technical Superintendent. Ahora, el significado que puede traer eso.
Sí. Pero como quiera, it's a hefty price.
Sí,
It's a
it's a hefty
risk.
price.
It's a risk. It's a
It's a
risk.
risk. High risk, high reward. You
Ujú.
know.
Con hacerlo 2 o 3 meses, yo creo que estamos bien, ¿no?
Depende si da resultados hace toda la
Así
vida.
que, si da resultado bien, pues, lo que tenemos es que llegar a cubrir nuestras necesidades que nosotros tenemos ahora, sea que nosotros tenemos ahora. Nosotros no hacemos más y empezamos a overlap, o sea, overdo it.
Claro.
No, a decirle, mira, realmente no tenemos
Más
capacidad.
ingeniero.
Ajá, y haciéndonos lo importante. Eso no nos trajo un centavo a nosotros.
Claro. No, en peores cosas se me han gastado dinero en esta empresa.
Bueno,
No
lo de
comments.
peor es muy, muy subjetivo, pero
No,
menos
es un decir.
business aligned, menos business aligned.
Sí, es un decir, es un decir. Definitivamente.
Sí, con buen cuadre,
Oye,
puedo organizar el cerebro.
siempre y cuando ellos logren llegar a la persona correcta, o sea, persona que de verdad tenga barcos en las regiones que nosotros no manejamos y que logremos un meeting cara a cara con esa persona, por lo menos un servicio nos va a dar.
Ujú.
En algún momento. Es muy raro que no nos dé un servicio. Muy raro. Así que, pero vamos a ver, vamos a analizarlo con calma. Tampoco es un
Yeah, we
sí.
don't have to
Yo para que comienza mañana.
Ujú.
Lo que diría sería, por ejemplo, tratar de hacer como lo más prudente sería, Jeremy probablemente es mucho más prudente tipo de vaina. Recopilar fondos que cubran todos nuestros gastos por un mes, ya todo inmediato, todo fijo,
Ujú,
y después de ahí, adelante.
Yep.
claro.
Como, o sea, asegurarnos de cubrir todo lo que se tiene que cubrir en febrero y ahí mismo
Lo que,
comenzar.
lo que se me olvidó preguntarle si hay algún compromiso.
Con hacer los meetings y todo eso antes
No,
de comenzar.
compromiso mensual.
Mm.
¿Sabes? Si tú puedes, ¿sabes? Como que, ok, vamos a empezar al mes, ok, ya, enough.
Pero I'm guessing since it's a monthly plan, o sea, tú puedes decirle, ya next month I'm gonna pay. O sea,
No, pero te digo que eso es lo que no sé, pero es bueno saberlo. Esas
sí,
cosas
sí.
son
Bueno, o sea, de que se puede, porque yo puedo simplemente decir, no voy a pagar. ya, vale. No quedar mal con ellos, de
Exacto.
hacer un
No, pero
mensaje
no, pero no están así.
quieran volver, que en 3 meses que quieran volver, digan, no,
No, pero no están así porque puede ser que haya que firmar un contrato. En el contrato diga, por ejemplo, 3 meses mínimo, por ejemplo.
no es el mínimo, exacto. Ahí,
Entonces uno tiene,
eso sería más riesgoso.
Sí.
entonces uno tiene, tú sabes, como que mentalizarse.
Ujú. Prepare for the
Pero
worst.
es un año mínimo.
Ya lo sé.
La lágrima.
Ey, Hochi no sabe que estamos tripeando en vivo.
No, él no sabe.
Ellos saben.
Eres un celebrity, papi. Papi, pero
Siempre les digo,
tú estás como en Japón ahora, ¿no?
no porque tú veas,
Se la tiró japonesa.
Sí, sí.
dándome la vida del manager, tú sabes. Pero yo soy celebridad de que yo le puse matrimonio a Yuri, que fue en un show que está en YouTube. ¿Sabes qué?
Sí, ¿verdad?
Para que sepa, eres famoso. No, está todo. Nítido.
No, qué raro que Jeremy no tuvo aquí.
Pero lo encontré raro también.
Sí, pero
Quizás se le pasó.
pues.
Puede ser. Bueno, vamos a taguearlo y decirle,
¿Qué lo que?
Que vea el
¿Qué
live.
lo que? Vamos a explotar cuarto. ¿Qué lo que?
Cero strippers.
Jeremy, vamos a
Extreme.
explotar cuarto. ¿Qué lo que? Vamos a. Adriana tiene que empezar a bailar más. Hay que sacar ese dinero.
Hay que abrir OnlyFans.
de algún lado.
Oye,
El intro con los trajes típicos de Guatemala.
si abres tu OnlyFans con Yuri.
No es dinero que estamos buscando.
Hey, ahorita esa conversación se queda grabada porque el meeting de la muchacha.
No saben español. Esperamos.
Ya está.
Tiene un equipo.
No, pero igual estamos jodiendo, estamos en chocha.
Eh,
Ese no es el problema.
Sí, ¿no?
Está todo.
Pero no.
Dale,
Vamos a
papi.
dejarlo ahí.
Nos vemos.
Bueno.
Peace.
Bueno, ya saben. Estamos activos.
Expansion coming soon.
Vamos a meterle con todo a todo, pero vamos a buscar varias opciones. Tampoco es que esa sea la única, ¿no?
Ujú.
Podemos buscar varias opciones. Y bueno, ¿qué? Espero que este streaming se haya oído bien.
Lo vamos a ver ahorita.
Porque me di cuenta de algo, pero eso me di cuenta ya al final. Me di cuenta que el audio no se estaba grabando, sino que estaba cogiendo todo por el micrófono.
My God, sí.
Entonces no sé si este micrófono habrá cogido la voz de ella. La de nosotros la ha cogido definitivamente. Pero no sé
Desktop
si,
audio, tú dices.
exacto, pero no sé si la del lado allá. Starlink, ¿qué es lo que se oyó? ¿Se oyó bien? Mira, ahí
Nítido.
tenemos Starlink. Él dijo nítido
Siempre
ahora,
activo.
él dijo nítido ahora mismo.
Sí, sí.
Ah, digo, se oyó nítido entonces. ¿Qué te parece, Starlink? ¿Qué tú crees? Nos gastamos todos esos cuartos mensuales en Rulay. Mira, se escuchó ya bien y todo. Wow. Esto es un reality. Yo estoy haciendo un reality aquí yo.
No
¿Eh?
la casa de los focos, la casa de
El
Happy.
maldito reality, loco. Todos los días vengo con una vaina nueva que la gente no se espera y la gente, what the fuck.
Sí, ya estoy al día, ya estoy al día.
No, está todo. Ya que estoy harto. Voy a dormir, quiero dormir, tengo sueño. Nos vemos, mi gente. Cuídense, disfruten. Ya saben lo que cuesta contratar un equipo de venta profesional. Ahorren para eso que a lo mejor vale la pena.
Sí.
Nos chiveríamos. Peace out. ¿Viste cómo